Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. If you're new, if not, then welcome back. Recently in Black Ops 6, they added a brand new suppressor called the Monolithic Suppressor. So today I wanted to hop into a game to see if the Monolithic Suppressor is actually better than just the regular suppressor. So right off the bat, we can see the Monolithic Suppressor has a chance to drop extra salvage, much like the regular suppressor. However, it also has damage range and bullet velocity. So if we look at the details, we can see that we actually get a 20% increase in bullet velocity, but a 18% increase and a 19% increase in aim down sight speed and jump aim down sight speed. But this is zombies. Does that really matter? No. So we get an increase in bullet velocity, which is sick, and an increase in damage range. However, is it better at dropping salvage? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it the same? That's what we're here to find out. That's the main reason what I want to do, or the main thing I want to do in this video. So we're gonna hop into a game, get to around 30-ish, and see, you know, if we notice this thing dropping salvage any better. All right, here we are in Liberty Falls, seeing if this Monolithic Suppressor is actually better than the regular one, especially at dropping salvage. I've played a lot of games of zombies and have a good idea of, you know, where we should be in terms of round and rarity and salvage and stuff like that. So we'll get a good baseline of where we should be and see if we're either above that or below that or equal to it. But anyways, if y'all do go on to enjoy the video, make sure y'all smash that like button, as it really helps the channel grow. We're currently on the road to 5K. So if y'all want to help young man reach his goal and enjoy some videos along the way, then make sure y'all smash that subscribe button. You guys saw the class setup we were going with in this video for this XM4 at the beginning. What I was showing you at the beginning is exactly what we're using here. So I didn't even realize we have the triple burst on, but I think this with the triple burst is like one of the best guns in the game. So we're just gonna stick to it. I think you can do like well over 1 million damage in a single magazine once this thing's like fully pack punched and upgraded, but it's just an all-around easy gun to use. So figured I'd hop in with this one. So season 4 is right around the corner, and apparently they're adding the grief game mode to it. And I'm pretty sure that was in Black Ops 2, I want to say. I never played it. I was way more of a multiplayer guy back then in Black Ops 2. So I'm not familiar with the game mode. But if you guys are longtime Zombies fans and are like, let me know. Are you guys excited for them to be returning grief? Like, is that a good game mode? Is that something I should like look into and actually low-key grind? Let me know in the comments below. I've never played it. It looks like it could be fun, like a 4v4 survival mode type of thing, which could be cool. Dude, what if there was a literal ranked for that game? Oh, wait, that would actually, wait, is that a good idea? Actually, yo, Treyarch, implement ranked zombies, brother. I'm pretty sure in Black Ops 2, there kind of was like a ranked system in zombies. Like it was, if you survive, like your emblem was based on like how many rounds you survived in a row. It was something like that. It wasn't just like experience like it is now. I'm pretty sure there was like an actual like ranking system, which low-key they should bring back. I mean, I love ranked multiplayer and I love showing off that I'm better than other people, and I would love to do the same in zombies. I'd love like a good comparison of like, am I actually good at zombies or am I actually kind of just ass? I don't know. It would be cool to see. And I think grief would be a perfect opportunity for them to add like some sort of ranked system. I don't know. You guys let me know down below if that's something you would want to see or if I'm kind of just talking out of my ass. All right, so far going into the bug round, we're at 900 salvage. I'm pretty sure that's like a little bit higher than what it normally is. Normally, I'll be able to tell, like normally I'm getting blue around like round 9, round 10. So if we can get 1500 in the next like 2-3 rounds, I think this might low-key be better. I mean, so far it's telling us that it's not worse. So low-key, the Monolithic Suppressor might just be worth running in general, because you at least get that bullet velocity and that damage range that it says. In the detailed stats, I didn't see any increase to damage, but it might just not be a stat. All right, so after 7 rounds, we're gonna leave one zombie because we're gonna go and get this thing upgraded. But after 7 rounds, we're at 1350 salvage, which seems higher than normal, because it seems like maybe by next round, round 8, we're gonna be able to get blue. And I feel like we normally get it around like round 9, maybe round 10, unless I'm just getting really lucky this game. But I don't know, it seems pretty promising. Again, at the end of the day, like, you're also getting that increased bullet velocity, and it definitely seems like it's not worse. We are not gonna be equipping that. Oh, it's just glitched. Okay, thank you, Black Ops 6. When one thing fixes, another thing breaks. Oh yeah. Well, looks like we're all right. Looks like we're ripping the Back-a-Punch camo. All right, let's get this thing green. All right, there we go. Holy shit. Wow, just, I guess, flip the thing on and off about 5 times and it'll eventually work. Activision, when one thing fixes, another thing breaks. Guarantee. Gotta love COD, man. All right, we're really close to getting blue this round, which we might be able to do right now. Oh, we only need one more. Can we get it before round 9? No, we cannot. Okay, wow. That was unlucky. We need literally one more. I mean, we could go in here and grab it, but that's kind of cheating though, isn't it? So I think it looks like at the end of the day, if this thing is dropping more salvage, it's dropping it barely more, at least in these beginning rounds, because this is normally around the same time I would get blue. If we got it that round, I would say maybe, which we'll get right now. So it's still about the same, but at the end of the day, you're getting bonus to your bullet velocity, and you're getting an increase to damage range, apparently. So for stuff like, I mean, in zombies, you're not going to be shooting zombies like at range too much. But with an SMG, those damage ranges are pretty fickle. Oh shit. Those damage ranges can be pretty fickle with SMGs. So you might find yourself in situations where you don't think you're losing damage from the range, but you actually low-key are. So the monolithic suppressor, I mean, in general, seems like it is better. It's not necessarily better at dropping salvage, which, I mean, it might be. I mean, we got 500 salvage off of round 9. That's not too bad. I mean, we'll also see as we get into later rounds. We could get purple way sooner. I think we normally get purple around round 15, which is a long way to go, especially like the 2500, but we shall see. I mean, so far the damage is great. What I might do actually is when we fully get this thing leveled up, I'm gonna pull up my old video and double check what kind of damage we were doing with the XM4 before with the 3-round burst when there was no monolithic suppressor, and see if there's actually just a straight up damage increase. So once we get fully upgraded, I'll do that. Ooh, max ammo, fun little max ammo. All right, looks like we're getting a pretty consistent 500 salvage per round. Basically, my goal is to reach purple before the abomination spawns in. If we can do that, then we're setting a pretty good course. I've definitely had games where I have gotten purple before, and I've definitely had games where I have not gotten purple before. So if we can get purple before on this, again, I don't know if it'll just be luck, but it depends on how far in advance we can get it on this one. Like if we can just get like a fuck ton to drop this round. All right, let's see. We were at 1650. Oh, we didn't actually get that much to drop this round. Damn, okay. I mean, we only need, we got what? 400 to drop that round. We were getting 500 before. Damn, we got kind of unlucky that round. Well, let's see if we can't get, I mean, all we need is 450. If we can't get it by the end of this round, then it definitely isn't better and probably about equal to the regular suppressor. But let's see, maybe in the even later rounds it'll be giving us even more. Maybe I'm just coping extremely hard. Okay, let's see. We're gonna leave one zombie. And we got, yeah, wow, not enough. Okay. We only got 350 that round. That was such a shit round. So yeah, like, I mean, so far it's not better, and it's not better. It's barely equal, which is unfortunate. But I guess it makes sense. Like this free, like why would it randomly just be better? But at the end of the day, like you're still better off using this monolithic suppressor because you'll get that extra bullet velocity and you'll get that extra damage range. And it seems like there's not any trade-off for the amount of salvage you get. So, I mean, why not, right? I mean, we did get pretty shit luck. 350 salvage on round 14 is really terrible, considering we were getting like 500 on round 11 and 10. But, I mean, that just goes to show you it's still primarily based on luck. It's still primarily based on the same drop rate, the same everything. Like, obviously, there was an opportunity to get purple before we got the abomination spawning in, but it doesn't seem like the drop percentage or drop chance is any better or any worse, really. But I do still want to see when we get into later rounds and we get this thing like fully upgraded, what the damage numbers are looking like, if this thing is better just with general damage, base damage, or if it's really only comes down to bullet velocity. All right, I actually just realized we can go get this thing triple pack, so let's go do that quickly. All right, triple pack. I'm actually gonna do it now. Let's see. So let's kill this mangler first. So let's see, per thing 4728 is what we're doing. Oh my god, we're dead. That was a fast kill. Luckily we didn't have any perks. All right, actually what I'm gonna do now, I think I said 4728, right? 4728. I'm actually gonna quickly take a look at my old video to see, back when I did XM4 triple burst, I wanna see at pack 3 purple, how much damage we were doing. So I'm just curious if it's just damage range or if that just means like you're kind of just getting damage in general. 4728. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So we are literally doing the exact same amount of damage. So I guess at the end of the day, this thing increases your bullet velocity, but it doesn't increase your damage. It says damage range, but I don't know. I don't know how much that really matters in zombies. And it doesn't increase your salvage drop percentage chance. So it seems like really the only thing you're getting out of this is bullet velocity. But at the end of the day, you know, it's not worse. It's not, you know, it still performs pretty much the same thing. And if you get an additional bonus velocity and damage range, I guess you never really know when you're going to be using that. So, hey, if the salvage drop percentage chance is the same and it doesn't get worse in general, like the damage doesn't get worse, the fire rate doesn't get worse, like none of that stuff gets worse, then you might as well use the Monolithic Suppressor over the regular one, right? This thing is really good at taking out the Abomination, but I don't know if that's just the gun. It might just be the actual XM4, which is already a pretty goated gun. Well, I was gonna stay high rounds, but it seems like, you know, this isn't really much better. It doesn't increase salvage drop percentage chance. It doesn't increase your damage. It only really increases bullet velocity, which is probably pretty negligible in zombies when it comes to actually killing and surviving. So is this better? Technically, yes, but does it matter? Probably not. But yeah, I was gonna go high rounds if this thing was actually better to see its potential, but it looks like it's pretty much just the same. So we're probably just gonna finish this round up, exfil, call it a day there. A bit of a shorter video than normal, but I really wanted to hop into zombies because I've been wondering really if the Monolithic Suppressor is better than the regular one. And I've never really like sat down and actually looked into it. So I'm glad that I at least took the time. And if you guys were wondering too, then at least it answers the question for you too. But unfortunately, if it's better, it's barely better. If you guys are wondering why I'm doing this frenzied guard, it's because I'm trying to get this thing, the endowment thing. First of all, I thought endowment meant something completely different. I guess in the English language, you can just kind of choose words and have them mean like two completely different things, but be the same word. I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, we are going to exfil because we pretty much know that, you know, the Monolithic Suppressor is good. It's obviously worth putting on. It's obviously worth putting on, like, as opposed to the regular suppressor, but is it night and day? Not even a little bit. So feel free to do whatever you want. But again, you might as well put the Monolithic Suppressor on if it even has that chance of the bullet velocity making a difference. You might as well. We got to make sure we don't die because we don't have a self-res. So we might actually low-key. Okay, there's 3 of them. We're just going to pop this. Might as well. It's going to be easier. It's going to be less risky. There were 3 manglers, man. Like, fuck off my dick. Alrighty, boys. Well, that is going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. I guess at the end of the day, hey, you get the extra bullet velocity when you use the Monolithic Suppressor. So you might as well pop it on. If you don't have it unlocked, I'd be very surprised. But if you don't, you should be able to get it through barracks, challenges, and then go down to the armory. And it should be somewhere in here if you don't already have it. But anyways, guys, season 4 is 5 days away of this recording. 4 days away. I think it comes out probably next Wednesday, so I'm excited for that. Unfortunately, no new zombies map quite yet, but hopefully we get a new one in the mid-season. They haven't said anything yet, but fingers crossed they release something new. Obviously, we got the grief game mode. We got some new guns coming, so stay tuned for that. But I'm excited for a new season, new content, so make sure y'all are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of that season 4 content. We're going to be absolutely blasting. So subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that motherfucking like button if you enjoyed the video. And with that said, we'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.